Hello, everyone. Welcome to Women Talk Construction. I'm Angela Gardner, one of your co-hosts, and I'm here with Christi Powell. Hello,
Hey,
Christi.
hey,
How are you doing today?
good, good. Another Monday with another great guest.
I know, right? And we are thrilled to have this individual on. We were actually talking to this group on an ABC Carolinas call, and we just knew it. We needed to have one of these team members on our call on our podcast because they're a wealth of information, and plus just how they're transforming their workforce, their culture, everything
Mhm.
from their actual product into our industry is just it's going to be transformative too. So welcome, Vinny. He is the vice
Hello.
president of job site solutions at Milwaukee Tool, and they are celebrating 25,
25 years.
yeah, a 25-year journey with one of the most innovative brands in the business. And I believe me, when I used to work for an industrial electrician, and they had just a warehouse full of tools. And let me just tell you, most of them were Milwaukee. And if any of the team members wanted a gift, they wanted a Milwaukee tool. So welcome, Vinny.
I really appreciate both of you having me on. I'm excited to chat with you both today.
Share with our audience just a little bit about you and what you've done at Milwaukee Tool over your years.
Yeah, so like you said, this is year 25. I have been in sales or sales leadership in some capacity throughout those 25 years. Started up on Long Island, New York, made a move down to cover the DC Baltimore market for us. And then I landed in Charlotte, North Carolina at the end of 2009, leading the region in the Mid Atlantic South. And then from there, director level role, a vice president of sales level role. My team's nationally based. And it's been one heck of a run. If you show, I love saying this to people. If you showed me a crystal ball when I first came here of what this company would become, I never ever would have believed it. It's been
Hmm.
quite a run, and I'm certainly excited to chat with the two of you today about it.
Yeah, so we want to hear more about it. I
Mhm.
was fortunate enough to get to hear a little bit of the story, and in my mind, my thought was, a lot of companies need to hear this story because what you're
Yeah.
doing is making a huge difference in the industry. It's making a huge difference for association. Of course, I'm part of ABC Carolinas, and it makes a huge difference for us every day and our members and what they do. You're not just out there selling tools; you're making an impact on the communities that you serve. And
Mhm.
all of our members are just so proud to say that they have relationships with Milwaukee Tool. And you don't get that a lot with vendors, right? As suppliers and associates. So it's really exciting to be able to showcase what you're doing and how you're leading the way in those relationships. So after, I'm just going to get into one of the questions we have today. It's a huge milestone, first of all, to be somewhere for 25 years, right?
Oh
In
yeah.
one place. And what's the biggest cultural shift that you've seen with the company during that time, Vinny?
Yeah, I would say back in 2005 would have been the beginning of it. Now, I've been here since 2001. Very, very strong brand, very strong products. I think anybody with the company that long would tell you this, though. We just got a little stale. We lacked the right strategy. We had gotten away from the core trades that got Milwaukee to where they were. And there was a period of time there where I'd say we lost our way. And we went through an acquisition in 2005 and were acquired by a company called Tektronic Industries. And that was really the beginning of bringing in what I would say the right group of leaders to get this company back on track. And the decision was made by our leadership team. Steve Richman was the president of Milwaukee, I believe, starting in 2008, and he brought the company back to our roots
Mm,
to focus on the core trades. And the core trades that got Milwaukee where they are were really the plumbing and electrical trades. And
mm,
Mm.
we were trying to be everything to everybody there for a little while. We had actually I think it was either '04 or '05, Woodworkers Magazine awarded the Milwaukee router as the best router in the industry. Well, woodworking is not our core. So
Mm,
we were trying to be everything to
to
everybody, but
everybody.
we got laser focused back on the plumbing and electrical trades to start. And we decided that we wanted to be everything to those trades from the moment they open their eyes in the morning to the moment they go to bed at night. We want to be able to provide as many solutions to those trades as possible. And that really got us going on the rocket ship that we are on today, in my opinion.
Awesome. That's a
Yeah.
great story. Absolutely.
Yeah, you're definitely meeting that mission and goal. So, another, Milwaukee is known for being a disruptive organization, which you just kind of spoke about. What was one of the toughest challenges the team had to overcome and stay ahead?
Well, I'm going to almost go a little further back. When I first started here, the industry was very much on a cordless power tool craze, we'll
Um,
call it. And
Mhm.
we were at the time we were called Milwaukee Electric Tool Company. We had
Mm.
we had minimal cordless market share. At that time, it was an 18-volt NiCad platform that everybody was using. There was a little test of nickel metal hydride there for a little while, but nobody had touched lithium ion at that time.
hmm,
And we had partnered up with a company out of Canada called E1 Moly and started to research lithium ion in power tools. And when that came to fruition, and when that launched in 2005 under the V28 platform, that changed the game. That was the first cordless power tool ever launched with a lithium ion battery. And through some more research and next gen development, we then transitioned that 28 volt lithium ion into our M18 platform and M12 platform that exists today. And that truly disrupted the entire
hmm,
industry.
Nice.
We were the only ones that had it, and
Nice.
it caused the end user to look at their existing platform that they were on and decide, do I want to stay on what is now looking like an old technology NiCad,
Yeah.
or do I want to
Mhm.
move forward into the future into lithium ion, which is, it's safer for the environment, it has more power, it's going to be able to be charged more, and with that more power, now has powered products that back then were never imagined to be
mm-mm.
powered by a battery. So that
That's cool.
that truly did disrupt the entire industry, and that is what I believe got us to where we are today with a lot more. I can tell you a lot more cordless market share than we had when I started.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
very cool. And
Yeah,
hey, who doesn't love a cordless tool anyway,
I
right?
know.
Like just the hassle alone when you're at a job site, just trying to jump over cords and get plugged in where you need to be plugged in. So with Milwaukee Tool being a manufacturer, a product manufacturer, how did Milwaukee balance being that manufacturer with being a solutions provider? Like how did you go after that? For those businesses that are listening, maybe new manufacturing industry folks are out there, building things. Like how did you go after manufacturing and being a product solution provider?
Yeah, so we have a very large product team out of Brookville, Wisconsin, um, and they have made it a point to go into the field, do as much product research as possible, ask lots of questions, truly understand the user, understand what they're doing, understand why they're using what they're
Mm,
using, understand what they love about that product, understand what they don't like about that product. Is it too heavy? Does it not feel safe? Uh, Truly understand everything possible, and now take that back to our design team and our engineering team and decide how can we make this product more productive, more efficient, safer, lighter for the user, to give that user a better user experience. And it's through all of the user partnerships that we have, and truly, again, understanding what they're using and why, and how we can make their jobs uh, be completed easier and safer and faster and more efficient.
Yeah, that
that's incredible.
Yeah, it
That is
matters a lot.
incredible. Yes.
You know, so many brands out there, and you could be talking about anything from Coke to apparel, whatever. You've got to talk to that end user before
Mhm.
you really have the best product ever. And we love that message that you're sharing with our audience. So,
Yeah, and just to jump in one more time, that was the piece that I think we had lost. I
okay.
can't tell you when because it was before I got here, but for the first 4 years that I was here, I would say there was not a lot of in-field research happening. I think a lot of the
Okay.
products were being designed, a lot of the decisions were being made in the office, not in the
Mm,
field,
mhm.
without talking to the user. And like I said, we had just lost our way there for a little bit.
Yeah, it's really important to stay focused on the folks that are actually using your products, right? Not only in a product solution situation, but honestly, like even from an association perspective, if you don't know what your members need, then how are you going to keep them,
Mhm.
right? If you're not
Absolutely.
providing solutions for them, and that's what you're doing, you're getting out in the field and you're asking those questions, and you're not building it for you, you're building it for them. And that's where I think the focus really makes a pivot for all businesses, right? Focusing on the end user.
Yeah, and you're not alone in losing that, but you found it. It sounds like,
Yeah.
and you
Yeah,
found
they
it in an
definitely
amazing
found
way.
it big
Well,
time.
So,
that being said, the company's 100th year anniversary was now back in 2024, a couple of years ago, and
Wow.
our mantra at year 100 is we are just getting started. We truly
I
believe
love
that
it.
we are still just getting started. We have a long way to go to continue to meet the needs of our end users.
I love it. It's great.
and
And I'm
you,
sure you guys are going to be very successful with
yes,
that kind of mindset.
I'd
yeah.
like to agree.
Yeah, and as we talked about earlier, we talked about, the support that Milwaukee gives the ABC and
Mhm.
all the chapters. Why is consistent support for local ABC chapters so vital to Milwaukee's mission and connection with our members or with the members?
Well, I think it's very simple. You have to do what you say you're going to do. And
Mhm,
when we
mhm.
decided to go into a partnership with the ABC, that was it. We were all in. So we have consistently supported the local chapters, consistently
Mhm.
supported ABC National. And again, it's the future apprentices or the apprentices that are going through it right now are the ones that are going to build this country and
Country.
support the infrastructure that we need for the next how many ever years it's going to be. So supporting that group of men and women that are learning the trades and learning the applications and learning how to build our nation, we feel like is critical. I mean, that is the backbone
Mhm.
of the country's infrastructure. So we are going to get intimate with ABC local, ABC national, and our team has really enjoyed the relationships we've established, and we want to continue to grow those relationships and grow our level of support and provide as much education, as much hands-on education with our products that we possibly can to prepare them for when they're on that job site for real. They're a little more prepared to do the job at hand.
Yeah, and I can just speak for ABC Carolinas. We can't thank you enough for all that you do for our electrical apprentices and for our companies, our member companies. We really appreciate all that you do, and and you go above and beyond every time, which we just couldn't thank you enough.
Mm,
It is
mhm.
honestly, we don't look at it we very much look at it as an opportunity, and we're very, very thankful to have that opportunity to be able to partner with all of you and support your members, support the workers, and
Yeah, thank
like I
you.
said, just yeah, do everything we possibly can to make everybody better.
Mm.
Awesome. So, after 25 years in the legendary Milwaukee Tool company and brand, what is your favorite tool in your own garage at home?
Gosh, I still don't know if I have this answer, but I'm
There's
gonna give it to
probably
you.
too
So
many, right?
it honestly you know what it
It
goes back.
shifts.
We're gonna go back to 2008. I was a strategic account manager in the Washington, D.C., Baltimore area. And the truth of it is our competition had launched a product. It's a very basic product. It was a little 10.8 volt cordless screwdriver. And they were selling those products like gangbusters. And we didn't have one. So, it was a gap. It was a huge miss. But one of the things I mentioned Steve Richman a little earlier, one of the things that Steve Richman did when he came on board is he provided 2 sketches to our product engineering team and our product development team and said, these are 2 products that we must have. And it was the first product on what is now our M12 platform, which was a 2401-22 M12 screwdriver. That was the product that would directly compete with that 10.8 volt screwdriver that I told you about a little earlier that were selling like gangbusters. So it was so exciting to have that. That was going to be the first product on the M12 platform, which if you look at our platform if you look at our M12 platform now, it's massive. We have probably almost 100 tools on that platform. But that M12 screwdriver, I sold that thing like gangbusters in the entire Washington, D.C. metro area to the point where we couldn't even ship them. We didn't have enough to ship. So there were some customers that purchased 500 of them. I couldn't deliver 500 of them. I could deliver 500 of them across about 3 or 4 months. But of course, they wanted them all at one shot.
They wanted them right now.
We could not build them fast enough. And the reason why that's my favorite tool, not only because it kind of looked cool, and if
they are cool.
If you looked at the previous Milwaukee generation, they didn't look that cool. Like I said, we just got very stale for a while. This actually looked, it was red, it was black, it was white. It looked cool. And that particular product, I believe, along with the other product that I haven't gone into, it was the 18. It was the first compact drill on the 18 volt platform. Those 2 products set the tone for what was to come. And both those platforms, both M12 and M18, have 100+ solutions on them. You only need one battery, and that one battery will work on every single one of those products. And like I said, the cordless market share that we had was lacking, but that was the beginning. So for me, is it my favorite tool to use? No, probably not. There's much cooler tools you could use. I think a Sawzall is way cooler, but that's just kind of sentimental for me. So we'll go with the 2401-22 M12 driver.
I love it. Okay. So speaking of that, I was just thinking, we've got a couple minutes left.
Yeah.
You were going to do an elevator pitch for Milwaukee. Can you share that with us today?
Oh man, elevator pitch. Yeah, well, I feel like I touched on it a little bit, but if you're looking for a brand that is truly looking for ways to make products more efficient, safer, more powerful, but also disruptive. We're looking to disrupt the way jobs are being done. We're looking to disrupt the way applications are being done. And that is our mantra, disruptive innovation. It is, you could look up Clayton Christensen from the Harvard Business School, and that's kind of his phrase. He's created a lot of attention around disruptive innovation, but our goal is to provide user solutions and be user focused by disrupting the way things are being done. And if it's me, that's a company that I would want to hitch my ride onto.
Yeah,
because we are not complacent. We are not status quo. We are truly looking to do things better every day. It's with our existing products. How can we make them better? How can we make them disruptive? And how could we provide end users with the best user experience possible? Like I said earlier, from the moment they open their eyes in the morning to the moment they fall asleep late at night, we truly want them thinking about our brand.
I love it.
It's a fun, it's been a fun run. It really has. It's been an exciting place to be. So
thank you, Vinny.
You're using red tools, you're in the right spot. That's my
for sure. For sure. So thank you so much for being on today and for the deep dive into the culture and innovation of Milwaukee Tool. And honestly, like from the bottom of my heart, we appreciate your long-standing support of ABC Carolinas and the ABC community as a whole. And we just can't thank you enough. And we're really looking forward to hearing more about your company culture at our ABC Carolinas convention in Hilton Head in a few months. So thank you for agreeing to do that for us. We're excited about it. And again, thank you for being on today.
Really appreciate the opportunity. Thank you.